welcome to the FM League with me, your host. Welcome to my humble abode, Dr. Benji FM. Ben, you can call me for the purposes of this, though. And here we are, the FM League is kicking off. And what a start we had. 2 Fridays ago, we had the FM League draft, and boy, did it go down a storm. What we're going to do now is look at a few of the highlights from that draft. And I think there's only one way to start, really. We each got 2 wild picks each. Jack, how was yours? Work the space.
I'll go with Emil Heskey.
Are you fucking one? It's always you.
Wait, are you actually going with Emil Heskey?
No, Jordan Rhodes, please.
You're actually going with Rhodes?
Yeah. Oh, my. I don't think you realise how good Jordan Rhodes is in football.
So Jack went with Jordan Rhodes, a wise pick, and then it was over to Paul. Paul was desperate in need of a defender. Did he get one?
And probably needs another defender, but I'm going to go for Benteke. Has he been taken?
Love that. I need another defender. Christian Benteke.
He's solid as a rock.
Moving on, we then saw Luke. He was waning towards the end of it, a statistical approach. He was suffering. You could hear it in his voice. But when I revealed the luck of a double pick, boy, did he perk up. Who else do you want?
Oh, is it a double pick?
It's a double pick, yeah.
Right, one moment.
He's going back into.
You sound so happy about that.
Back into the vault.
Well, no, I'm literally scrambling now after that dual reward revelation. I'm happy with that.
That has never been said before. So with Luke getting his double pick and feeling delighted about it, it's on to the teams, and we'll start with the man of the moment, Mr. Jake Cave. Jakey Cave has gone with Asmir Begovic and Ben Foster in goal, Callum Chambers, Gary Cahill, Seamus Coleman, Jimmy Kalis, what a guy, Ashley Williams, and Philip Lahm was one of his wild picks in defence. In midfield, Steven Gerrard, Cesc Fabregas, Royce, Lamela, Blind, Jakob, and his forward line, very quick, very athletic, very pacey, Sturridge, Lukaku, Zarate and Jovetic. He's going to be pleased with it. Moving on. So, from Jakey Cave, we move on to Dr. Benji FM. That would be me. How you doing? Welcome. So, in goal, I've got Courtois and Vorm, 2 young keepers. I'll say 2 young. Vorm's nearly 30. Defenders, Rojo, Felipe Luis, Sacco, John Stones, Mangala and Zabaleta at the back. A lot of good athletes in there. Midfielders, James Milner, Wanyama, Tadic, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Henderson, Di Maria and Cambiasso. Versatile is how I'm going to look at that. And up top, Luis Suarez returns for me. Jimmy Rod, James Rodriguez, and Samuel Eto'o completes my squad. Moving forward, who have we got next? Let's take a gander at evolving mixed team. So in goal, Hugo Lloris and Caballero. At the back, Alderweireld, Janmaat, Skirtle, Koscielny, Baines and Phil Jones. In midfield, Frankie Lampard, Mix Idol, Dembele, Cozzola, Willian Robin, Schürrle and Ozil. And up top, Enner Valencia alongside Cavani and Wilfred Boney. On to the next one. Next on the list, Golden FM, De Gea and Szczesny representing him in goal. Defensively, Vla, Winston Reid, Kieran Gibbs, Nathaniel Klein, Branislav Ivanovic and Jan Vertonghen. Midfield, Sigurdsson, Eriksson, McCarthy, Vidal, Hazard, Schneiderlin. And up top, the boy, Lionel Messi, Falcao, Theo Walcott and the big defender, Christian Benteke. 4 down, 4 to go. Second yellow card is next. This will be Matt in goal. Manuel Neuer, great pick, great goalkeeper, obviously up for the Ballon d'Or this year, alongside Brad Guzan. In defence, John Terry, John Flanagan, Jonas Olsen, Sanya Huth and Joel Ward. In midfield, Barry, Pienaar, Livermore, Tiote, Daniel De Rossi, another of his world picks, Coutinho, Lallana and Oscar. And up top, a deadly duo, Diego Costa and Sergio Aguero. Next up, statistical approach, Joe Hart, Mignolet, Moreno, Walker, Fazio, Thiago Silva and company. Midfield, Carrick, Song, Sissoko, Fellaini, Wilshere and David Silva. And up top, what a fivesome even this is. Raheem Sterling, Ferreira, Sanchez, Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo. A force to be reckoned with. I'm terrified and I'm not even playing him first. Moving on to the man Rick. TTT V2 in goal, Petr Cech and Fraser Forster. In defence, Clichy, Santon, Kirichez, Debussy, Kulkashaw and Kabul. In midfield, Barkley, McGeady, Matic, Ramirez, Mata and Navas. And up top, what a threesome this is. Bale, Neymar and RVP. Again, another solid team. And finally, moving on to the guy, work the space. Before we get to work the space, let me explain. He's got Danny Ings in goal. Jack was needing a goalkeeper. I said, fine, you can have Danny Ings as long as he goes in goal. So in goal for Jack, Tim Howard and Danny Ings. Yes, that's right. Defenders, Jagielka, Shawcross, Raphael, Lovren Azpilicueta, Dave, as Jack likes to call him, and I agree with it. Glenn Johnson fills up his defensive quota, and in midfield, Herrera, Paulinho, Fernandinho, Yaya Toure, Nazari and Ramsey, and up front, mixed emotions, I think. Jordan Rhodes, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Mario Balotelli, and Charlie Austin rounds up. It's wound me up, frankly. Rounds up Jack's team. So they are the teams. Obviously, leave in the comment section below who do you think's picked the strongest and the weakest squad. Be brutal. Don't worry about it. Believe me, I will not take it to heart because, frankly, it's not me. So I don't mind who you say. And that brings us to the end of the first section of the show. The headphones go down. I will be joined by Golden FM, Evolving Mick, and Kayvani in the second part, talking about the upcoming games that they've got. See you in just a moment. So welcome back to the FM League, and I'm not alone. We have a guy that's playing on Thursday, Jakey boy?
Yes.
Yes, welcome back, Jake Cave. On Thursday, you're playing against second yellow card, Matt.
Yes.
I've got your team here in front of me. I'll show it for the viewers at home. So, where do you think his weak points are? Well, where are your strong points? We'll start with your strengths. Where do you fancy yourself?
Personally, I think that my centre midfield is very good. Fabregas and Gerrard are probably going to be the likely two starters. So I think them two are pretty solid. I mean, we've got a lot of variation to our team. We can switch it up if we need to.
Yeah.
We've got people like Blind and Lamb that can play a variety of positions. So I think we're quite strong all over the pitch, really. I mean, we're not outstanding, but we can compete.
Yeah, you don't want to give too much away, but obviously you've got four solid strikers up top. Sturridge, Lukaku, Zarate and Jovetic. Without saying too much, have you got a plan? Are you going to start 1, 2, 3 of them? What's the idea?
I've been playing around with the idea. Originally, it was going to be 1, but I think I may have to go with 2. It's just sorting out a formation that I can fit everyone into really.
I see. So, looking across at Matt's team, obviously relatively newcomer to the FM scene, where do you see his weak points are? I don't want to point at his defence, but I'm pointing at his defence.
I'm looking at his defence right now and seeing people like Joel Ward, Huth, Terry. Not the quickest of centre-backs.
No?
Really, with Terry and Huth there. So you never know, Sturridge could be giving them a tough time. But all in all, his team's quite good. He's got a lot of forward threat, hasn't he?
Yeah, what he lacks in defenders, he's got Costa and Aguero up front. You got a plan to deal with them? Who's your back two?
As in my centre-backs?
Yeah.
I've been toying with the idea of Di Michaelis and Gary Cahill.
They're not too bad.
Centre-backs, yeah.
Cleverly, you'll have Costa against Cahill and Aguero against Di Michaelis if you do that. So you'll have a City-Chelsea rivalry. Well, good. And obviously, talking about Matt, he's relatively new to the FM scene. So, what do you make of him? You're a relatively old guard, as far as I'm concerned. You're like a founder, if there is such a thing as a founder. So, what do you make of Matt? Relatively up and coming, but he's done very well.
He has done very well. Daily uploads too. I think it's 2 a day he does, which takes incredible commitment and time and effort. As you all know.
Yeah.
And he's only been doing it, 4 months? He's gained 3,000 subscribers. I think in this community, that's incredible. I think there's only probably you and a couple of others that have grown that quickly. So I think he's definitely someone that should be taken seriously.
Yeah, definitely. So where can we find you, Jakey Cave, if we're looking for you? Your thing's been on the side of the screen all day, but where can we find you if needs be?
Twitter is @Kayvani. My YouTube isn't... I've not got an actual channel link, so just be in the description if you want to check that out.
All right, we'll find it. Don't you worry, we'll find it. So thank you very much for joining me, Jake Cave. That is Kayvani. He'll be playing against Matt, second yellow card, on the Thursday. Thanks for joining me, Jakey.
Thank you.
Laters. So welcome back. That was Kayvani. I'm now joined by the other Thursday participant, which is Evolving Mick. Mick, how are you?
I'm good, my friend. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for asking. Now, you play Jack on the Thursday. It's a little bit like the Master against the Apprentice. You, of course, being the Master. How do you feel your chances stand as of right now?
Well, there's no denying he's a very good player. I've seen him in playing tournament play before, and obviously he's excelled and whatnot. But I don't know. I'm feeling quietly confident. I'm gradually getting more confident as the league is starting to get closer, which is weird for me. I would have thought it would have been the other way around, but I'm starting to get more confident. But I respect him. He's a very good player. As far as the Master and the Apprentice thing goes, I mean, that's up for people to see. You know, that's his opinion. I don't know. I mean, I was around before him. If he chose to get inspired by me, then that's fair enough. But I don't know.
I certainly look at it in that way. So let's look at your team then. Midfield. You've got a very strong midfield. When looking at it, as you can see there, viewers. Lampard, Dembele, Cazorla, Willian, Robin, Schürrle, and Ozil. You can have a little bit of competition with places there, Mikhail.
I think the problem with that is I've got a lot of players that are very, very similar. They're very creative and they're very, very good. But in terms of similarities, they're all kind of pigeonholed to one position. But I don't know. Maybe I can make it work. I've got a few tactics I'm trying out right now. So I'm hopeful they can work.
So who's your star man? We look at your team there. Who's the star?
In terms of the way I play, I think it might be Ozil.
Ooh. I don't think you'd say Ozil, but okay. Well, don't give too much away. Keep it under wraps.
Okay.
Looking over at the Spaces team, Jackie boy. Obviously, Danny Ings in goal. That must be a concern for you.
I've got to say, I'm actually bricking it when I saw that, but...
Looking further forward, I guess that the big talking point has been the selection of Jordan Rhodes. Terrified? He thinks you should be terrified from the sounds of things. Jordan Rhodes, worried?
Oh, I guess it's it's a kind of a no-lose situation for him, I guess. I mean, if Rhodes scores against me, I'm like a complete idiot, aren't I? And if he doesn't, he wasn't meant to. So I'm more concerned, to be honest, about this Zlatan combination and Yaya, to be honest, because they were picks I actually wanted, and obviously him being 2 places before me, it kind of teased me because I thought they should be coming.
Still going on about your bloody draft draw, aren't you? Still having a whinge.
I know.
Get over it, man.
I'll try.
It's done now. All right then. So score prediction. Are you going to do him?
Score prediction. Yeah. What the hell? 4-0.
4-0. Oh, he's gone big. He's gone massive. All right. Thank you, Mick. Good luck on the Thursday as always. Where can we find you?
Thank you, sir.
Where can we find you on the internet? Where are you?
Oh, you can find me everywhere. Twitter, YouTube. Just find me. Just type in my name and I will be there.
We'll get there. All right. Thank you, Mick.
No problem. Thank you.
Lovely. So there we are. We've spoken to Cavani and Evolving Mick 1986. Now, those two guys will be playing on the Thursday. Mick will be playing against Work the Space, and Cavani will be playing against Second Yellow Card. And before that, I will be playing against Rick. Sadly, me or Rick, neither of us were available for an interview. I don't know where Dr. Benji was. He was busy, apparently. But we do have Golden FM, who we'll be speaking to shortly. So let's have a look at the fixtures, though, before we get there. So the Week 1 fixtures, videos to be uploaded on the Tuesday the 20th. It'll be TTTV2, which is Rick, versus Dr. Benji, which is me, at 3 p.m. That'll go up at 3 p.m. on both channels. There'll be a unique perspective of both videos from all participants, based on who they play on what day. 6 p.m. Statistical Approach and Golden FM will face off against each other. That'll be Luke versus Paul. Uploaded on Thursday the 22nd of January. We're still in January? We are indeed. We're at the Space. We'll be playing Mick at 3 p.m. and Second Yellow Card will be playing Cavani. The reason they are staggered uploads is so that you can watch them all in good time and not feel too pressured to watch loads at the same time. And as ever, FM League Extra Saturday every single week, hosted by me. There we go. So just in a moment, we'll speak to Golden FM to talk about his match against Statistical Approach, the tactical mastermind Statistical Approach. So I'll see you in just a moment. So welcome back. We are indeed joined by part-time model, part-time enthusiast of Football Manager, Paul Holden. Paul, how are you? You're on the line. You're about to get on a train, aren't you?
Hello, Ben. I'm fine, thank you. I'm just about to get the train up to the north to play Luke. It's my away match, obviously, tomorrow. So,
well, yeah,
having to travel all the way up to Northumberland to face Statistical Approach.
Indeed. So looking at
as he likes to be.
Looking at your team, obviously you've got the man Messi, but who else are we looking out for in your side?
Well, I think it's quite obvious that Winston Reid's going to be a big threat from the back, just going up for the corners, heading them in. Deploy some sort of corner tactic there.
Every team needs a Winston Reid.
I believe so. Solid at the back. Called Winston as well. It's just such an awesome name.
Yeah.
Probably, obviously, Falcao up front alongside Messi could pose a threat. Maybe giving a clue away there. Two up front, possibly.
Well, don't say too much. Don't say too much.
I'm going to go for your confident approach now, Ben.
Oh, well, you know.
It's all out there. Go for it.
I wouldn't like to comment. So, obviously, looking across Statistical Approach's team, we'll get it up on the screen now. He's got the man Ronaldo. It is a Messi v Ronaldo clash. That's not the only threat, though. Sanchez, Sterling. I can sense what he might do.
Yeah, he's got obviously a lot of attacking threat, but I'm more worried about his defence and stifling my attack, because he's got Thiago Silva and company, arguably the two best centre-backs, probably the two best centre-backs from any of us.
Yeah.
Certainly has the best centre-back partnership, so I would say that's going to be tough.
I'd certainly agree. So looking on to a score prediction, as you say, you're heading up there now. You know, I hope you get a nice hotel and whatnot up in the northeast.
You might be able to get the train back now, but yeah,
that's all right. Score prediction. What are we thinking?
Well, I did some practice matches myself. I just put in Luke's squad into the editor and had a go. And it was ending, like, I decided to fiddle around with a few different tactics, and it was very high scoring. It was like 4-4, 5-5, 3-3 out of the 3 games I tried. So unless Luke brings out some sort of super defensive tactic that just stifles my attack completely, I think it could be quite high scoring with Messi and Ronaldo getting a couple of goals each, maybe a high scoring draw. Hopefully I can nick a late winner maybe with Winston Reid header at the end coming off the bench.
That is an unprecedented level of commitment to trying to beat statistical approach, and frankly, Paul, I applaud it. I think it's up there. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Good luck in your game.
That's right.
Obviously, coming up this week on the Tuesday, aren't you? Or Tuesday 6 o'clock.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, you take care and all the best.
Thanks, Ben. Speak soon.
Lovely. And that brings us to the end of the FM Extra League show. I hope you've enjoyed it. Next week, we'll be looking ahead to the games coming up the next week. And obviously, we'll be taking a look back at what happened in the first week of competition. Will Jordan Rhodes get a hat-trick? Will he fail and be horrific? Tune in next week to find out. Obviously, let's have a little look at the fixtures once again to see who's coming up. We've got TTTV2 versus Dr. Benji and Statistical Approach playing Golden FM. That is on the Tuesday. Both will be uploaded on YouTube from every single channel. Uploaded on the Thursday, 22nd. Right at the space, we'll be playing Evolving Nick. Second yellow card versus Cavani. And obviously, as mentioned, Saturday, tune in back here for a weekly episode of FM League Extra. Here are the Twitters for everyone. Make sure you check them out. And that pretty much does it there. I'll leave that up towards the end of the episode. But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the FM League Extra, remember to leave a like on the video and share it with your friends. Share it on Twitter. Share it with everyone you know. So yeah, you stay classy. Take care. And I'll see you next time. From me, Dr. Benji. Goodbye. So there it is, the official first FM League Extra show. It has been completed. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And as you can see on screen, the Twitters for Matt, Luke, me, Mick, Paul, Jake, Jack and Rick. And I'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.